Hi, thanks for joining. So, sorry, there's a truck moving. I know you might be hearing a beep. I can't stop it. I'm sorry. So I wanted to talk about when it's really important to buy organic produce and when it's not so important and you can go ahead and get conventional produce, because there's a couple different ways to kind of make your list and hone it down if like price is a big deal to you and you can't afford to start just suddenly buying everything that you eat in organic. It can up the cost a lot, so this can help you save money, eat cleaner, and know really easily when you should buy organic and when you can buy conventional and it won't really hurt you. So I'm following a guide. It's the EWG, it's the Environmental Working Group, and they work with the FDA and do studies every single year, and they do pesticide control studies. They look at thousands and thousands of different pieces of produce from around the country, and they test for hundreds of different pesticides. They test for sewage remnants. They test for any kind of chemicals or fertilizers, and basically what they come up with is a report that's unique every year that tells you what has the highest amount of residues left on the produce that ends up going into your mouth when you eat it. So they have this great what am I talking about? Yeah, I was getting to that. They have this great guide. It's called the Dirty Dozen, and then they have Clean 15. So out of the hundreds and hundreds of pieces of produce that they test every single year, the Dirty Dozen is the 12 dirtiest items. So it's the 12 types of produce that have the most chemical residues, the most fertilizers, the most the most dirty produce. The Clean 15 is out of the hundreds and hundreds of items that they studied, which have the least. So it's a little bit different every year. I've been following it for a couple years, and it seems like some of them are always on the list. Like peppers, red bell peppers and green bell peppers, they're always on the dirty list, at least for the last couple years. Avocados are normally on the clean list. So there's certain things that you'll just remember, but if you go onto the EWG website, you can download a guide and join a newsletter. You can see all the studies exactly as they publish them. You can look at their methods, their results, everything. And you can buy little cards that are like the size of a business card, and they'll fit in your wallet. But if you don't want to do that and you want it to just be easy, lots of people make free like little icons and pictures, and you can just look it up. But the one I'm using is this. This is my shopping guide that I would use today if I were to go shopping. Oh yeah, that's things you can peel or not eat the outer skin are usually okay. That's actually a really good point. So some things, like avocados, are clean, firstly because they do not have a lot of chemical and pesticide residues on them, but also because they have that thick rind that you can peel off. The meat is on the inside, and a lot of things like that with a skin or a rind on the outside, like cantaloupe and papaya and mangoes and grapefruits, things like that, you'll notice they're all on the Clean 15 list. And there is a theory that says that just like an egg shell, a mother's egg, protecting a chicken embryo, there is a theory that the skin of these vegetables actually protect the fruit and the seed from the chemicals and the pesticides and the residues, and they hold it. So when you rip off the skin or the shell, you're throwing away most of the pesticides too. If we look at the Dirty Dozen, these are the ones that are normally the dirtiest, and I put a star next to the ones that, according to the report, were absolutely, like almost 100% of them had high levels of pesticides. So if you're trying to shop organic and you don't want to spend too much money buying everything organic, just focus on this list of 12. It's the Dirty Dozen. So apples, celery, sweet bell peppers, peaches, strawberries, imported nectarines, grapes, spinach, snap peas, cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, and potatoes. They add an additional hot peppers and kale there too. I think just because they're getting more popular. But apples, I absolutely always buy organic. I normally do with celery. I always do with bell peppers. I always do with white potatoes. But sweet potatoes are actually on the Clean 15 list. I'm not 100% sure why the sweet potatoes have less pesticide residues than the white potatoes do, but that's just how it's ended up this year. Sweet corn is pretty clean. A lot of fruits with rinds. You see the pineapples, onions have that papery shell on the outside. Eggplants have a really thick rubbery skin, but you do eat that. Cabbage, all kinds of things with skins. Yeah, Mikey had it right. Definitely growing your own food. That is my number one plan for cleaning up my diet. Growing my own food has always been a dream of mine. I really, really want to have a homestead where I'm providing 100% of my family's fruits and vegetables and even the meat and animal byproducts. I want to produce it all. But it's really easy if you're trying to avoid the Dirty Dozen to just start growing some of your own foods. Tomatoes, I've heard that they're really temperamental. I've heard that they're really easy for beginners to grow. But things on a vine like potatoes, watermelons, cucumbers, peas, those are all definitely very easy. A lot of them you can start growing like on your patio. I have plenty of room out here. I could just set up a bunch of containers and fill them with some nice clean dirt, get some worms, some manure. Maybe you could have a little bin outside and do your compost and just start growing your own food. That makes it a lot easier. I think that's going to be it for today, guys. I'm a health coach in Newburgh and Evansville area of Indiana. And my website is www.alevinehealthcoach.com. It's ALEVINE healthcoach.com. Or you can check me out on Twitter, Pinterest, anything. I'm trying to get on all of it. Oh, okay, yeah. Follow me on Periscope. Follow me on everything. If you need any help with more of this, please email me. I have loved getting all of your questions so far. alevinehealthcoach@gmail.com. I'll tune in with you guys again. Hope you have a good day. Bye!